Well, folks, the crime wave that is engulfing America seems to be getting worse. A couple of left-wing journalists have actually been murdered in the past 48 hours, one in Philadelphia, one in New York City. One of the things that maybe Americans might want to talk about is the giant crime wave that is now engulfing the nation. Again, in cities all over the United States, you have mobs of roving criminals who are doing criminal things. And now there have been at least two left-wing journalists, social justice advocates, so-called, who have been legitimately murdered in major American cities. Ryan Carson, according to CBSNews.com, a social justice advocate on a mission to make New York a better place, was stabbed to death on the streets of Crown Heights on Monday. People who knew Carson, 32, said he dedicated his life to trying to change things for the better. He was a longtime government advocate who was stabbed about 4 a.m. a mile away from Lafayette Avenue and Malcolm X Boulevard. He was standing on the street with his girlfriend when the suspect approached and asked, "What are you looking at?" before stabbing Carson in the chest multiple times. "I was absolutely in disbelief," said New York Assembly member Emily Gallagher, who knew Carson before becoming a politician. Gallagher and Carson bonded over losing close friends to drug overdoses. Carson's girlfriend was not hurt. It was so shocking, and they're constantly, said Max Sabo from Bed-Stuy. The person was acting irrationally prior to the attack. The police had made no arrests. Now, that is story number one. Story number two, we talked about it briefly yesterday. Josh Kruger, who is a local journalist and community activist in Philadelphia, a defund the police activist. He was shot 7 times inside his own home in Philadelphia. No word on the motive for his shooting. No arrests have been made at this point. Meanwhile, Texas Congressman Henry Cuellar was carjacked at gunpoint in Washington, D.C. So that's things are going well all over. It's going great. And then Karine Jean-Pierre, Democrats have no comeback to the fact that these crimes are occurring in their cities on their watch. Here's KJP, Karine Jean-Pierre, world's worst press secretary, trying to blame Henry Cuellar's carjacking on Republicans somehow.
If a member of Congress is not safe on the streets of the nation's capital, who is?
Look, we're grateful and relieved that the congressman is unharmed. We understand what communities are going through across the country, not just in D.C. That's why the president took action very early on in his administration to get the American Rescue Plan done, without the help of Republicans.
Republicans voted against the American Rescue Plan, which passed, by the way. And so it's Republicans' fault that people are getting stabbed to death on the streets of New York. Makes perfect sense. And it's a target-rich environment for Republicans right now. It really, truly is. If you run a small business, you need to plan ahead. One of the best ways to do that is you use Stamps.com for all your mailing and shipping needs. Stamps.com lets you print your own postage and shipping labels directly from your home or office space. It's incredibly convenient. Your shipping labels are ready to go in minutes, so you can get back to running your business sooner. We don't waste time here at the Daily Wire. We've used Stamps.com since 2017. Our office management staff loves Stamps.com because they don't have to spend hours at the post office anymore. Stamps.com offers rates you can't find anywhere else, like up to 84% off USPS and UPS shipping rates. Plus, they'll automatically tell you your cheapest and fastest shipping options. For 25 years, Stamps.com has been indispensable to over 1 million businesses. You can print postage wherever you do business. No lines, no traffic, no waiting. They even send you a free scale, so you'll have everything you need to get started. Set your business up for success. Get started with Stamps.com today. Sign up with promo code Shapiro for a special offer. It includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and free digital scale. No long-term commitments, no contracts. Just go to Stamps.com, click that microphone at the top of the homepage, enter code Shapiro. We've been using Stamps.com, as I say, here at Daily Wire since 2017. We saved ourselves a lot of money. You should do the same. Head on over to Stamps.com, click that mic at the top of the page, and enter code Shapiro to get started. You know, if let's say that you did want to get rid of a Speaker of the House for no apparent reason, or maybe you did. Maybe it was a bad Speaker of the House. You want to replace him with somebody better, or say that you have an employee and you don't like him. Like let's say his name rhymes with Michael Knowles. You're like, he's terrible. He just, for no reason, he's been here just sucking off the teat of the Daily Wire for years on end, just horrifying you daily with his presence. And let's say you wanted to actually replace him. ZipRecruiter would be the place to go. ZipRecruiter's powerful technology finds candidates whose skills and experience match your job description. Got your eye on a top candidate? ZipRecruiter's Invite to Apply feature lets you send them a personal invite so they are more likely to apply. To attract a specific candidate, ZipRecruiter offers attention-grabbing labels for your job posts like remote or training provided. ZipRecruiter is trusted by millions. In fact, over 3.8 million businesses have come to ZipRecruiter for their hiring needs. Make a positive impact on your hiring future with ZipRecruiter. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to this exclusive web address to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/dailywire. Again, ZipRecruiter.com/DAILYWIRE. ZipRecruiter is indeed the smartest way to hire. Gavin Newsom announced a woman named LaFonza Butler, who is actually a Marylander, for the United States Senate. He put out a tweet saying, "I'm proud to announce California's new United States Senator LaFonza Butler. As we mourn the enormous loss of Senator Feinstein, the very freedoms she fought for, reproductive freedom, equal protection, safety from gun violence, have never been under greater assault. LaFonza has spent her entire career fighting for women and girls and has been a fierce advocate for working people. She used to be a union leader, and she is also the president of Emily's List, which is a pro-abortion group. But most importantly, says Gavin Newsom, she will make history, becoming the first black lesbian to openly serve in the U.S. Senate." Well, slow clap for diversity, man, because that's the thing that really matters. And sadly, she's not a little person with, and as far as I'm aware, no Native American heritage. But if she had those things, she'd be like, perfect. We should just make her the president by default. She says, Newsom says, "I have no doubt she'll carry the baton left by Senator Feinstein, continue to break glass ceilings and fight for all Californians in Washington," which will be good since she's been fighting for Marylanders for quite a while now. Again, Maryland, now the only state in the union with 3 U.S. senators. So that's exciting. So why do I like this? Well, because, again, in California, this is going to cause extraordinary chaos. In his first public remarks about his Senate appointment, Gavin Newsom said Monday it's completely up to LaFonza Butler whether she runs for the seat previously held by Dianne Feinstein. He had said that he would appoint an interim senator as opposed to like a permanent senator. And so there was speculation that he had said to LaFonza Butler, "I'm going to actually appoint you, but you can't run next time. So it'll be an out-and-out war between Adam Schiff and Barbara Lee, but you can't, I'll make you the senator, but you're not permanent." Instead, he's just throwing her in there. And now the Democratic Party is going to have an intersectionality fight. Oh yeah, the best kind of fight. This is the kind of fight where LaFonza Butler turns to Barbara Lee and says, "You are black, but are you a lesbian? Do you like the ladies? Because if not, I should be the California senator." And meanwhile, Adam Schiff is over here going, "Well, I am a Jewish guy, but that doesn't count as intersectional anymore, so that's awkward." So I'm all in favor of the intersectionality fight in my old home state of California. Newsom said, "I think LaFonza Butler is uniquely positioned, simply the best person I could find for this moment in the job." Now, the real reason he appointed LaFonza Butler is he's trying to shore up union support in advance of a possible presidential run should Joe Biden keel over physically in the middle of 2024. We all know this is the case. So he's basically checking off every diversity box he can find in the Senate pick so that he can go back to the crowd and say, to black Americans, "Well, I did appoint a black woman." And he can go back to LGBT people and be like, "You know who I did appoint? A lesbian." And then he can be like, "Guys, you know what I did here? I appointed a union member, an abortion pro, all boxes checked." Newsom, who had pledged in 2021 to fill the seat with a black woman if given the opportunity. By the way, my favorite game that the left likes to play in the media on this particular stuff is Newsom will say, "I need a black woman." And then he appoints a black woman. I said she's appointed because she's a black woman. People are like, "How dare you say she was appointed because she's a black woman? She was just the best person for the job." Well, gang, here's the thing. I didn't say it. He said it. In the same way that Kamala Harris was appointed because she is a black woman. That's just the reality. I didn't make the rules. You made the rules. Whatever she decides, the governor said she'd be an ideal candidate for the seat if she chooses to run for it. He said, "I've got an incredible appointee." It's, I love this. So Barbara Lee had said it was an insult for Newsom to appoint a black woman to a caretaker role when he had said that he wanted a placeholder appointee so that he wouldn't actually intervene in the election. Barbara Lee is, "No, they should be permanent." Now Barbara Lee has eaten those words. So this is really entertaining stuff. By the way, LaFonza Butler is the most radical senator in America now. She backed a plan to abolish bail across California for criminal suspects. So Democrats, the fact that Republicans are losing to this party. Alan Simpson was a Republican senator from Wyoming, and he once suggested that American politics was a battle between what he termed the evil party, the Democrats, and the stupid party, the Republicans. And the stupid party continues to be incredibly stupid, and the evil party continues to appoint more and more radical people. So this is all just great. Are you tired of the lies and the twists of the mainstream media talking points? Yeah, me too. Join me in my newest series, Fact, where I dismantle and bring truth to this tiring mainstream agenda.